Wow. That took forever. So I was like, jeez. Especially doing like multi-streaming right now. I'm like setting up the YouTube and Twitch. This whole time I was getting issues, and I'd even like took me a while to fix the YouTube stream. And then just like little tedious things like going to the advanced settings and then like clicking apply. It's like thankfully I saw a YouTube video that helped me out resolve that. But well, I'm gonna start recording. So okay. Let's see what is showing. OBS, what is it showing? Okay. Just getting myself situated here. Got I need okay, my music. Start again. Okay. So, well, hopefully the music isn't too loud. I like the song a whole lot. It's gonna get me like inspired. But basically, I'm working on a D&D campaign. This is going to be the. We'll see if we even start. I'm hoping we do, but this is coming from a concept that I had before. I was working. I was DMing for a group before, and like things happened, like people moved and whatnot, and then there's some people who got sucked up into Warhammer. That took up, they left my D&D campaign and ended up playing Warhammer instead. But I'm going to start working on a campaign for, well, just rehashing it and then like cleaning it up. And, right now tonight the agenda is to work on an introduction into the world. So I'm going to do a write-up of here. I just like type it up for you. We got. Okay, let's go. World building. So the agenda is going to be obviously writing up an introduction. I'll do some bullet points right now for brainstorming. With myself, I guess. Okay. It's going to be on the high seas right now. It's going to be lightning, waves, potential. Well, last time I had a sea creature attack them, I was kind of throwing a little bit too much at once. It was like a sea creature, then this giant mechanical pirate ship, or giant mechanical turtle pirate ship. It was just like so cool, and it was like the sea creature. It was kind of like the what's it called? Peter Pan, the pirate with the alligator. It's like they're both these enemies. They're both like these like forces, but to a larger scale, I was going to have this giant sea creature. I guess it's kind of like Moby Dick, and then Captain Ahab. So it's like you're gonna have you're gonna be in this pirate ship, and you end up, or this like ship. It's a transit. Like, well, the kingdom is like sending folks on this ship to this island, but what was I gonna say? The giant sea creature, it's like kraken-like thing, is going to be in the waters and attacks our ship, and then at the same time you see this giant mechanical pirate ship come out, and it's like this behemoth of a thing coming, and it attacks it doesn't attack the kraken, but it's like they both see each other, and it's like they have a parlay. They don't like do anything. So it's like, well, like as a player, you experience that, and you're part of something much larger. These are like these huge forces of nature, and I just like that big grand scheme of things. Like at the onset of the story, it's like, and hopefully the players aren't like, oh, what's is that? I'm hoping that they understand that this is going to be something that they re-encounter later on when they're more powerful. Just showing them these are, they're really small in this like big world of epic action. So yeah, that's okay. Well, I've been talking about it. I actually need to write it. So okay, crap. And the large turtle ship is kind of like an inspiration of old, let me see if I can show. Okay, let's see if... I just like it's pretty cool. Okay, yeah. So y'all can see that in the stream. Large turtle ships. Korean turtle ships. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty awesome. It's got like a head down there. It's got this. It's like, I don't know if that's an expansion or... But I remember this, like, just being amazed by this. This looks small. So I don't know if that's to scale. Alright, now that's a little bit bigger. But for me, I'm like thinking... could be like flames coming out, like out of the nostril. Just like this huge thing. It's like, whoa, like... And you can see it in the distance. Like, even though it's dark, it's like dark out. It's the lightning is like flashing. You just see this giant roving thing, and it's probably got like a ton of cannons all around, and big old cannons. And it's like, whoa! Oh, okay, here we go. That looks sick. Oh my gosh! Yo, so that's a little graphic. Can you imagine like this thing like coming at you, and it's like, but more dressed up, like huger in scale, huger, larger. I don't know, huger in scale. All right, let me see if I can drop this because this is a really cool image. Come on. Insert an image. Insert. Let's just save it. Image art station. Let's see if I can give him credit. Oh, okay. Yo, that is sick. Alright, well. You guys can see like all my files. Alright, we'll just save it there because I don't want to go through my whole computer. I wish I could send him a like. I'll see if I can get credit when I. Okay, I'll just. All right, well, you know, it's there if I want to go back to it, and I'll try and give him credit if I use it like somewhere else. Okay, so and then Kraken like sea creature. Lightning waves, Kraken like sea creature. Oh, another thing, Eric Kokra. I think that's how you spell it. I had this. It's gonna have these people. Be like the King's members of the King's Guard. Escorting. They're going to be escorting a. Okay. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Because he has ulterior motives, but let's just say he is the King's lead chemist, who is he's sent to deliver and operate it's a part of a diplomatic mission. I'm actually getting a little too far with like the world building. As far as like, an introduction goes, this is like more into. I don't know like when they reveal it, probably after the ship is attacked. So chronologically, we're not wrong. Part of a diplomatic mission to. And this music is just like climaxing right now, so it's like kind of hard to concentrate. It's like going like. Let's check Oscar right now. Okay. Can't think right now. Just savoring it. Savoring the music. Okay. What do we have next? What's next? Sugar Plum Fairy? Blue Danube. I probably said Blue Danube. Danube? Danube? Is it silent B or Danube? I like this song. Alright. This is very, relaxing, airy space song. Alright, holy cow, what are we doing here? Part of a diplomatic mission to no, not simmer, that's the wrong word. Resolve I think it's Genasi. Let's see. Okay, so what I had was the fire genasi and I think the air. Factions between Fire Genasi and Air Genasi. Okay, and we will leave that there because I don't want to start talking about that. Well, I'm just like, that's like a couple campaigns down the road, or a couple sessions down the road. So, yeah, we'll have that, and then basically the players. It's like interesting because I've enjoyed creative writing. I've done DM sessions before, or D&D sessions. Like I've DM'd a few times, but I've been getting into game writing, and I've been learning about these like different roles. There's like game writer, then there's like lead writer, then there's like narrative designer, narrative director. I want to say there's like another one another title that's out there, but from what I understand, like a writer is creating the content. There's a lot of like different levels of content in a game, like arcs. That's something I like recently learned, and that's like two character gets hit, like what do they say, or like when the character interacts with something, they have like one, few words. And then there's the dialogue, obviously, and then there's like lore, even I don't like lore and backstory, but even the little things like I haven't played Skyrim, but even like Last of Us had little journals in it, so I don't know if that's like lore or that's like journal content, like little letters. There's a lot to writing for a game, but I've also been enjoying exploring interactive fiction and like choose your own adventure, and I'm not featuring the tool right now. So right now I'm using Scrivener I use this for like general writing, like novel writing, and like this is great because like you have these. So yeah, this is the credit This is the credit for the music I'm listening to. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I don't want to play it too loudly. Because I don't know how well it's on the stream, but so let's turn it down a little bit more. I got the section I'm working on world building, but then you got factions. You just make that small. Got tinkerers. And these are like gnome mechanics, weaponsmiths, anyone like very like crafty with their hands. They're very knowledgeable of it. Colosseum, they got warlord. So yeah, I would like to create a system where they can either get involved. It's like, don't want to kill them off in Coliseum, but would like to make it believable. I don't know if I'm going to do this hand-to-hand combat, unarmed combat, or if it's like fight to the death. Heck, we could add traps in there. But I think it'd be entertaining if I could streamline it, if I could make the combat quick enough for like the players say they just want to watch and bet some of their gold and see if they can make more money based on these NPCs. And I'm like trying to play as NPCs, but it's like time-wise, I'll have to see how quickly we can get through that because yeah, obviously encounters take a while, and this is a mercenary group. It's I had them as the Blood Axes, but then people were confusing them because of like Warhammer. I guess it's a faction, or if I say Blood Eagles, I think that's like from tribes. Basically, they're like bounty hunters. They're on the line of criminal and what's legal, but if you need help, you can hire them. If you commit a crime, people could hire them to be sent after you. And then Genasi, I should write this down now. Fire and air Genasi. I'm totally just deviating. I'm broadly working on the world building right now. My main agenda was supposed to be an introduction, but I haven't touched that yet. Well, a little bit. Out of my drinks. Probably get a bit of water or something, but so fire and air Genasi, and then their beef. Let's call it that. It's kind of a very simple, like cliche issue, but fire Genasi is polluting the air with their smoke, and obviously. So this is like outside of this. I've studied public policy, and so I don't know. I guess it's just like a natural. I haven't really studied like. Well, yeah, in grad school we did cover issues like pollution, environmental impacts, and who's at fault, and how, like working with stakeholders and things like that. So it's yeah, this is kind of like a classic case of someone wants more. Like they're living their life, they're enjoying themselves on one end, and then the other one's like being impacted by, well, your stuff is like coming over to us, and my water's being contaminated, or my air's being contaminated. So, the king is going to has sent his chemist to deliver system to basically it's like, I'll give you a little secret, hopefully none of my players are listening or gonna watch this before. No, I can't say anything. I doubt that they'll watch this, but yeah, this is key to bringing peace. Let's just say that it's key to. I would say ley lines. Ley lines are, I find them interesting. It's like little highways of. I've had it. It's been described different ways. So like in D&D, I think the ley lines are more magic based. It's like where sources of magic like flow more heavily, and then in other instances I've heard, I think more of the origin of the story, or more of like what it is about is I think highways of like where the veil of the spirits in the living world is like very thin. And I don't know if that's like these are like highways where spirits dwell and they go and travel on, or they or it's like areas of like high levels of energy that we're just like natural attracted to. Like some people, there's like maps of like lane lines, and it's like, well, this point is going here, and this, like, why is it that we've built up our infrastructure along these lines? And it's like, well, some could say it's because it's ease of access, where it's like places it's like easy to travel to, so they naturally went north, or like they went directly east, or maybe it's like landmarks and things like that. But that's what I said. There's like different holy sites, and so it's really interesting. They have a lot of stuff on ley lines, but for these purposes, I think I'm using it more along the lines of D&D. But I wanted to have a twist where the players, basically, it's like corrupted ley lines. There's areas where it's like highly unstable, which causes more supernatural things to occur in these locations, or maybe it's like they're blighted, or it's like corrupted. It's like maybe the magic is causing evil to happen, like supernatural evil to happen. So that's all. Oh my gosh! And again, I'm just yapping, I'm just chatting, and I'm not writing. So ley lines. Okay. Thinking like magical plant life, like more like giving it more of like a logical foundation rather than just having we just have ivy that is alive here and that grabs you. It's like I like to give it more. It's like funny. It's like make this fantasy like more believable or realistic, but give it a reason. But it's like, I think as like a writer, it's just good practice. Like, rather than just like putting stuff in there, it's like, yeah, people like it for entertainment purposes, but it's like I guess it's like grounding the story more for the player, like, yeah, more believable. It's like more reasonable, or I guess people say like establishing your magic system, like it's what are the boundaries, and going further with that. Graduating or getting married right now? Sorry, it's the music. I'm probably gonna change this. Oh, that's really chill. Something I noticed, a lot of like old cartoons use music like this, because this is like very, yeah. Oh jeez. Sorry, I'm like fighting with the music player right now. I haven't heard this. Beethoven Ninth Symphony. Alright, well. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, I was like trying to like get a good point. Okay, establishing. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I need to turn on this music. It's getting like, it's becoming a ruckus. Establishing, I guess, a good magic system or a system that is believable or has boundaries. I didn't fully understand that, like, going to writing, and I'm like, I'm not like, I'm trying to ignore everything about like, writing rules, but I didn't put so much weight into that when I heard it. I was like, well, you know why? It's like fantasy, or it's like it's not real. Like, why does it matter? But I think that in a way it does, because as the reader, you're going into this world, and if it lacks structure, it's kind of like you don't know what's going to happen next. Like, it's, and some things is no. I mean, I don't mean like things. Everything should be predictable. It's like you are going to a situation and you want to have some kind of security, or like some kind of something that I won't say like ground you, but it's like you don't want to be extremely nervous or like worried about what's going to happen next. Some people like that. I think for like magic, it's like you don't want to be like, I don't know, it's like I would say it's like suddenly a sorcerer just casts a black hole or something. It's like, whoa, that just came out of left field. It's like it is more understanding, or when you understand, when you like know, I don't know if like magic comes at a cost, because that's like, okay, now the reader knows. Like in The Witcher, I think they had magic, though they did like kind of deviate because it's like they made it appear like at first when they're explaining magic, at least I'm talking about the Netflix show, like I haven't read the books, but there's always like a sacrifice, there was like a cost to it, and maybe I'm understanding it wrong, but there was always some kind of source. If you use magic, something else had to change. And I think that's like principles of science, like thermodynamics. Like it's like it's going to change its form, and like something is going to happen to it. Like so yeah, when there's a character who's just like coming onto the scene and they can just, oh my gosh, I might have to like edit this part out. I'm like trying to like make a sound argument, but it's like so abstract, and like I don't even think I'm making the right sense of it, because I'm like, basically I just want to say, like, I'm naturally just creating these systems, like where there is a reason why something is being corrupted. Like, it's, and I can explain it, and I don't want to be like using heavy exposition with it, where it's just like, oh, in this world, this is going to happen. It's like, you're going into it, and it's like, oh, it makes sense. Like, there's not just these, you're just walking along, and there's like these supernatural, like, dark creatures, like, randomly in the woods. It's like, well, what's causing it? Like, why? Like, is there a reason, is there a way to stop that from happening? Like, is there, the magic's unstable, like, how can we stabilize the magic? Like, it's like, when there's like there's ways to solve it when you have established logical reasons for things. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Is that if there's and as a writer, if you're just building these worlds and there's like, it lacks that. It's just there. It's like, well, as a reader, as an adventurer, like, how do you fix that if it's not explained, or if it's not presented well, or not presented well, and it's not understandable. And obviously, things can be a mystery. There's always that to it, but I guess we like. I don't know. I guess for like even in our own world, there's just like crazy things that happen, and it's like, but it would be nice if if we could understand like how to fix it, and it's not just there, like, and I will say that there's some bad stuff in our world that it is hard to fix, like, it's so complex, and it's like, or it's just, yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm like, oh, like, let's make it so the reader and the adventurer, like, come. I'm like really overthinking this, honestly. Like, this is D&D, and I think my players just won't be like, oh. Sometimes it can be like critical, and but yeah. Anyways, it's just my 2 cents. I'm trying to make an argument, and it's like, I feel like it's falling short. Like, I don't feel like I really like nailed the argument, but I feel like people can grasp what I'm like trying to say. It's just kind of like a mood. It's just like, I don't know. Hopefully I'm making sense. Anyways, going back to this ley lines. Yeah. And I think for me though, I mean, I'm developing, I'm creating it, and it's just like, you can scale it, like, you can, like, I can make it, like, I can do something, and my players will understand, oh, when I say this, then they know this is what happens, like, a condition, like a new thing has occurred, and they have somewhat of an idea, and I don't have to, like, it's like, just like, whoa, like, I'm not just, like, throwing it at them. It's like, oh, shoot, like, that can build intrigue when they have more of a connection to the world. Okay, I think I did a decent job with that. That's going to need some significant editing on my breaks. Sorry, I'm just checking my music again. Ooh. Okay, intense. Okay, let's right off of this energy. This is a headbanger. Alright, so, supernatural evil. So we can say, okay, what causes more of this? And that's something I gotta figure out. Could be like more death, like more, could make things more unstable. The calamities, I know it's spelled wrong. Oh gosh. Yep, I'm going to. Okay. Too many A's. Do I want to make this about the environment? You could say destruction of nature. I mean, that's kind of a common trope. And, you know, I mean, you would say, like, what was the source of the magic in the ley lines? I guess in Mother Nature, or just like, is it the nature? Is it like life energy? Is it like the more one area is like constricted or disrupted? Like, say there are these landmarks or locations. Alright, let me see. See, look at this. We're getting through this. Plenty of ideas, and I am thinking. Okay, so like ley lines. I'm gonna pause the music. And I'm about to just yap, just like chat even more. I'm like think of ley lines as like nerve, like nerve endings, and it goes throughout the world. And similarly, it's really interesting. I haven't had acupuncture done, but it's gosh, the way I said that, acupuncture. I don't know how I said that. Was funny. Acupuncture. I'm getting a little sleepy, but acupuncture. So, but it is interesting how they like stimulate, like you prick it and then it's like, but then I've also heard that they do these like things where it's like, oh, they stop, they like will, I'm probably not getting this right, but it was like they're like human programmers, so it's like, oh, you do this and then like tap here and then tap there, and then it's like, and then the key will like go up this road, because it's like they're programming the body to like heal in a certain way. Actually, like, people can say it's like pseudoscience, but it's like there's plenty of people who continue to go back and pay the money. So it's really like, you know, mystical and strange, and but people are they've been doing it for a long time where it's like a technical science for them. And anyways, like with the ley lines, it's like if you have these people say they are developing or they're disrupting like these landmarks, it's like, well, is it causing things to, like rivers, like if you destroy dams, like little beaver dams or like little like levees or things like that, well, is it or you create those levees and like the water doesn't flow, like is it going to build up, swell up, or like is it going to cause certain places to die off because they're no longer getting that energy? So it could be the lack of, so it could be like a lack of ley line connection. So it's like, okay, well, these nerve endings are now dead and it's like rotting away. And this is like a very like I don't know, very, more grounded magic system. And I honestly, even in the novel I'm working on, I haven't really given my story this much thought as far as the magic system, and I really should. Like, um, I mean, part of it's like, well, you need to have access to like a source of magic, or not stray too far away from it for so long, or um, it's something like that. I think I might have something about like sentimental attachment to items. I think it's been like a long time thing with like um, stuff like, I don't know, the Horcruxes, or like the Lord of the Rings, like a strong attachment to an item like carries energy. Um, and then there's yeah, my character has very strong. One of my main characters has very strong sentimental feelings towards like objects that he's been gifted by his like ex lover, and uh, at one point he has to sacrifice it in order to. Uh, it helps him escape, um, and it's like really hard for him. And then there's another point where another character is like he has to choose, and I think that's like what's great about like building this up. It's like a momentous thing. It's like not just so I like labradorite rocks. I can't remember if he throws like a picture of away, or if he throws a lot like, I don't think it's gonna be a locket. I think it's gonna be like a labradorite stone that was gifted to him, or as a picture that she drew of a bird that like she gave to him, and that was like what, but it had a really strong emotional attachment to him. He has to like toss it to, and it helps them get away. Like I won't. Well, I guess I'll get into that. I'm totally getting away from my current agenda, but so much for that. He they're escaping on motorcycle, and there are these like renegade wizards that are chasing them, and they're coming up across this like antique shop, and they've previously solved a case where there's like a hauntings that have been there, but um, it's mostly because of like a lot of the items that are at the shop are like sentimental items, and so that's like something that they feed off of, and so a lot of the antique shops have that, and people like input their impressions on these like items that have been tossed away, and it could be, you know, belonging to other people, they like passed around their ownership, but they still have the strong feelings attached to them. And I think that's when I initially introduced this idea in the story. But later on, probably like beginning of the third act or end of the second act, they escape a motorcycle, like on this motorcycle chase, and they come across it, and he tosses his own like sentimental object out on the road, and all these like wraiths or specters come over and like obscure the view because it's like a huge flocking of them just like onto the road. That's how they escape. But um, I was like talking about this. Oh my gosh, I was like, if you've noticed, I deviate a lot. Like I just go, like I start thinking about something, I bounce around. But um, the I was talking about my own magic system in my novel, not my own magic system. My novel's magic system, um, and how I need to give it more thought. And I think that example I just shared is a lot of thought for that aspect, or that situation. Um, but for this, you know, I think that describing this, the lack of ley line connection leads to corruption. It's kind of like blood flow. Like you cut off blood from a source, the rest of the limb's going to die off, um, or rot. Okay. Wow, that was really heavy. How long have we been going? I paused the music. It got quiet, and it was really eerie. Um, I don't even know how long I've been going for. Oh, let's see, 50 minutes, almost an hour. Okay, we'll probably hit an hour, so I'll go for another like 10 or 15 minutes. So I need to. Okay, yeah, these are some pictures. Genasi. I hope I don't get like. I haven't streamed like on YouTube before, so I hope I don't get like copyright for just like pictures I'm bringing up. I don't know how strict their copyright stuff is. Okay, let's get music going again. I really hope the audio is alright, like me talking, and like the music isn't getting all crazy. This is gonna be my first try at this. Oh jeez, see? Classical. I need to do like lo-fi, because classical music would go like real quiet, and it's like crescendo. I'm pretty impressed. I've been continuously talking to myself for like almost an hour. No, I shouldn't be surprised because I'm like very weird like that. Okay, let's go back. Factions. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oh, setting. Setting. Should be your own thing, setting. Okay, setting. We'll say. I gotta get into this. This is gonna be the pirate. Alright, that's a very generic name. And what's gonna be called? Oh, Libertad. I really like that idea. Kind of derivative. I learned about it through Uncharted. I think Uncharted 4. Yeah, I think so. The mythical pirate haven. So this is no music. So can't high up again. Mythical pirate haven. It's going to. Yeah, all the different factions. Things have changed. It's Illyria. That's all I've been saying. That. So. I can't. The king has plans for it. Let's just say that. And part of it, they are sending people from the mainland. They're trying to send more like Overwatch or like supervision of what's going on there because it's newly obtained and there are a bunch of rival factions and games. And this is where it goes from like larger world building with other kingdoms competing for this area hotly contested, and so there's possible proxies and spies from. I just hear I was gonna play the Game of Thrones theme song, but I don't know. That's probably copyrighted, most likely. But I can still sing it. Yeah, you get the idea. There's inner kingdom interest in this island. It's has high potential, and there are many bidders on the island. This is kind of mirroring Territorian during the piracy age, so they're willing to tolerate some behavior, or they like to use it as a jumping pad to attack their enemies. Proxies and spies from neighboring kingdoms. Alright, there is a dragon. Kind of adding to the suspense of the story. It's like these characters aren't going to suddenly have an adventure where it's like, oh, slay the dragon. It's always going to be there. They're always going to know that something's out there. There are these things that are bigger, and so I think that's what is like nice about building this story or world building, and then how do I present it? So it's like not only just creating the content. It's like, and I was going back to game writing. It's like I'm explaining. I'm like presenting these ideas, these like to the players' minds, and it's at certain moments, and it's like it's like now they know this. This is like knowledge that they're aware of, and it's like, and so yeah, I don't want to make this like a. I mean, it's probably going to be like this anyways, but like point A to point B to point C, it's like. I would like them to know that the thing it's worth investing into. That's what it is. It's like we aren't just moving from session, like we are moving from session to session, but it's not like and I think D&D campaigns have a way of like people do this a lot where it's one shot campaigns. Like it's a strew of one-shot campaigns. That's what I feel like. It's like you have these things in mind, and it's like episodic. What's the maybe it's episodic, where it's like you could you could experience these things in like one-offs, but I like something where it's like this is like. You will get there. Like there is this thing that's going to be there. That there are these like plot lines, like these agendas. I need to add that key feature that I have is I'd like to have hidden agendas. Political intrigue. It's yeah, just know what's going on, and I hope that I need to like pull this off really well, where it's not like their secrets are found out like immediately. It's like I like people to have, well, like my NPCs included, objectives of their own that they want to accomplish, like these side quests, um, and it's like high risk, high reward. And some things that they do, they don't have to do it at all. Like I'm not going to pressure them. Um, it could cause conflict with like different factions in the kingdom, or this island. Um, but I want to make it so I don't want to just like throw stuff like, and I'm hoping that it doesn't come off as I want them to have an idea of like, oh, okay, I understand why this guy did that. Then it's like, oh wow, like we should have questioned them harder, or like, um, yeah, it's like the people will have like ulterior motives. Like they're not just gonna be static. Like they're not just gonna be what they tell you they're doing. Like that's not. There's gonna be like there's like a very that's just like a veneer of like what they're telling you. It's like, well, you actually need to like dig a little bit deeper to find out like why are they really there? Like what is their purpose? Um, and with that being said, I think where we at now? Yeah, not sure. I can't see how long the stream has been going. I think it's been an hour. Um, well, I'm probably gonna write a little bit more, at least for the intro. Yeah, let's actually like write an intro for these people. Um, Thunderbird is actually a reference to a flying steampunk ship I have in it's like a western / fantasy short story I'm writing. It's about these like wizard Pinkertons, but I call them Tinkertons, like wizard security force delivering cargo. And when they pass them, go through a mountain pass and get attacked by like um, oh, Nazgul looking the bat like the creatures that they ride, so something similar to that. And then ship gets attacked, goes down, and then there's like a few survivors. I think the main character is one of the lone survivors, and he goes off to a small town, and then is outnumbered, like severely outnumbered, and then they are taunting him, and while he's hidden, and then backup arrives for him, like the people he's there to deliver this stuff to. So it's a cool, like fun story, and it's like something I've been wanting to write for a long time. It was initially supposed to be a submission for a short story contest, but I didn't make it. I was taking a class during the same time. I didn't have time to finish it. but hopefully it goes somewhere. From the deck of the Thunderbird. Oh my! Like it was a cool setup, like for the short story, the beginning scene, and the captain is just awesome. Like how I present him, and he's a really cool captain. He's like drinking a bottle of brandy while he's got his sword race. It's very, very like pirate like. I mean, even they're up in the sky, so I got a blend of like pirate, like wizards, and then it's like Western feel. Okay, so I spelled that wrong. Well, maybe I didn't spell it wrong. I think this thing even knows what that is. It's the bird-like wares that I brought up earlier. Libertad. Alright, this is very generic. Later on, I'm going to rate this. I don't know if I'm going to add this one. Before I had a bard that played a flute, and it was like, because I already have a large mechanical turtle ship. It was going to be like a large, like white turtle that was going to carry this bard, but it was gonna be like a massive turtle that looked like a small island. And it's like, well, the players, if I introduce that, the players will be confused and be like, well, do we go with him? Do we go with the bard? Do we, like in this instance, I want them to go with the Akokra. So it's like, I don't want to add confusion. It's like, I want to add, I was going to call it the Spirit of the Sea. That's like this like mythical turtle creature, but it's like, I already have this like giant black turtle ship. So the Aarakocra. I don't like bottlenecking players, but this is an instance where it's like, look, we're going to save you. It's like you're gonna go down the ship. Whereas this giant sea creature, no, thank you. I don't want to be in the waters with a kraken. So hopefully they decide to go with the Akokra, and they will fly with them and go to the island. I do need to give it like some more thought, because it's like, well, they can only have 3. Maybe I need to add more Akokra. So there's like 4, because I have 4 players, so it's like, should have maybe at least 4, where they safely take it to the island, and then they're kind of like indebted. They have to like help them out with this mission now. They need to go deliver. Okay, I think that's good for now. But if you happen to see this, thank you. Like, subscribe. This is my first endeavor into like streaming on YouTube.